Part 2. Alright. I don't even really know even where to start with this. As I finished part 1, I made point of the fact that, as you can see, he not only ran in front of the vehicle, but he attacked the man. Take a close look. Who looks like the aggressor right now? Sure doesn't look like the man with the shotgun. Sure doesn't look like the man with the shotgun. Now, I'm not making no excuses for anyone, but what I'm saying is this. Picture this as a rural situation, okay? You have a gun in your hand. Is this an open carry state? I'm pretty sure that it is. So at this point in time, with this man standing in the middle of the street, okay, he's done nothing wrong. Okay. Now, granted, here, before you guys draw a conclusion, okay, I'm not making any conclusion on. I'm not. No. Let me reword that. I'm not defending anyone. I'm not justifying for anyone. I'm just simply asking a question. Okay. So you have a man here standing in the middle of the street holding a shotgun. Okay. At this point in time, he hasn't done anything wrong. Okay. Granted, yeah, it may not have been a wise thing to do to be standing in the middle of the street, holding a shotgun. It can be viewed and seen to be, whatever you want to make it. But legally, we're talking criminally here, okay? Legally, criminally, there's nothing that man has done wrong up until this point except for morally, standing in the middle of the road with a shotgun in his hand. Okay? He's not going to go to jail for standing in the middle of the road with a shotgun in his hand. He may get questioned. They may run a check on his weapon to see, why he's, walking around with a shotgun in his hand. But as far as, him going to jail right at this point, he done nothing wrong. Okay? Now, did we hear him say anything to the kid? No. Did we hear stop? Let me talk to you. Stop before I shoot you? No. So my question is, why did he just immediately attack this guy? Does that make sense? If the guy didn't have a threatening posture, if he wasn't threatening him, calling him, names or showing any type of threatening demeanor, what would make him automatically just start attacking him? Okay? Who's the aggressor here? Who's the aggressor? He's trying to take his gun from him. He's trying to take his gun from him. So if this man wanted to say that this was self-defense, looks like a pretty strong case to me. Now I'm going to make it all not make sense, because it doesn't make sense no matter how you want to put a twist on it or whatever scenario and plot that you want to come up with. It still doesn't make sense. Why? Because I'm going to show you why. Okay? First thing I'm going to point out is this. Okay? Look at this man. Look at his posture. Does he look threatening? Does he look like he's even holding a gun? He may be. You really can't tell. The front portion of his body is covered, so you really can't tell. The only thing that you can really tell is that his left arm is raised, okay? And it almost looks like it's raised to make a phone call. He's either making a phone call, he's either on the phone, He could even maybe be putting something in his mouth. I don't know. Okay, but as of right now, that's not a threatening posture. That's not a threatening posture. Okay. So what made? Okay, now we're gonna flip it on a jogger now. What made him run around his vehicle and start attacking that man with a shotgun in his hand? Come on, people. Does it make sense? I sat on part one and I dissected for 10 minutes of the fact that either of these group of people, the ones in the truck and the one following him, had no legitimate reason to follow him, to be standing in the middle of the road. If not, this was not a lynching or an ambush, okay? Or a setup, I'm sorry. It was the proper phrase that I used. It was a setup, okay? And that's pretty, it didn't take much to come to that conclusion just because of the dynamics of the evidence, okay? This isn't facts, this is evidence, all right? Exhibits, evidence, however you want to call it, okay? So before any gunshots are even made, that's not a threatening posture. That's not a threatening posture. What convinced him to run around his vehicle and attack this man? He attacked him. I don't care what you say, okay? He attacked the man, okay? Now, as I said before, he's already ready to run in front of the truck, okay? Now let's go up to the first sound of a gunshot, okay? Again, that's not a threatening posture, nor does he look like he's ready to shoot or do anything close to it, okay? No. All right. Now he's clearly the aggressor. This man's head's down because he's trying to take his shotgun from him, so he's putting all his weight down on the gun so he can't take it off of him, okay? What it seems to me, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and act like I can tell you exactly what was going through that man's head at that time, but that's what it seems to be the case, okay? So, first gunshot. Look at him. He's still standing there with the phone up to his ear. That's probably more likely he's on the phone. Or more than likely, I don't know. I mean, you be the judge on that. But what I do know is that gunshot did not come from him. It didn't come from him. Does that look like a threatening posture? Does that look like a posture of someone who just shot a gun? Does that look like a posture of someone who's ready to shoot a gun? Okay? So if the gunshot didn't come from him, okay, the gunshot clearly didn't come from him because, one, as you can hear it, it's not a shotgun blast, okay? It's not a shotgun blast. Two, at this point where the first gunshot goes off, had it been the shotgun, okay, because clearly the muzzle of the gun would be right here, okay? That would be the muzzle of the gun, okay? If it was the shotgun that shot him, he would be dead, people. Have you ever seen someone shot with a 12-gauge shotgun? Miss me with this theory of him going into shock, okay? Fuck shock, people. If you get shot with a 12-gauge pump, close range, your stomach is going to push out your back. Your intestines is going to be hanging. You're going to lay where you stand. Ain't going to be no fighting. Ain't going to be no continued fighting after just getting shot with a 12-gauge. So let's debunk the fact that, because we already debunked it, that it obviously clearly wasn't that guy shooting. So let's debunk that it wasn't the shotgun that shot him as well, or the shotgun that made the gun sound. Because to me, it sounds like, okay, you heard it. All right, look at the posture. Look at the posture. Does it look like he got shot by a shotgun? Is that how someone would react by getting shot close range? I'm talking close range with a 12 gauge? Are you kidding me? All right. We can easily debunk that it didn't come from this shotgun, okay? There's no way. There's no way, okay? Boom. Now we prove. Now he's like, oh shit. That's how I know that was a sound effect. Because it wasn't until after the first shot that he's like, oh shit, I'm supposed to pick the gun up. He forgot to pick the gun up, y'all. You can't make this up, man. You can't make this up. Watch. Watch how he's like after the gunshot and they show him again. He's like, oh shit, I forgot to pick the gun up. Look. Hold on. Let me go back. Hold on. Shot. Oh shit, I gotta pick the gun up. You can't make this up, man. You cannot make this up. Full speed. Oh shit, let me get the gun. Oh man. You can't make this up, man. You can't make this up. So, like I said, the first initial gunshot did not come from either of them. Either of them. I mean, if you want to say that it came from the shotgun, go ahead. Go ahead. I got so much, so many, I'll say I read, okay? Now, I'm not going to say it's factual, but I read so many comments from former military personnel, combat trained personnel, who just debunked everything about this as far as, you know, the effects of being hit with a shotgun and how the body would react and this, that. And I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that, but I mean, it is a good reference to, you know, basically add into your own conclusion on if this guy really was shot or not. I mean, if you ask me, it don't look like he was shot at all. Okay, first shot. Now his back's turned. Think about it. That's your family member standing right here fighting with someone over a gun, okay? Even if it was him that shot the first shot, how reckless would he be to be shooting in the direction of a family member? So at any given time, he could have turned his body this way, turned his body that way, and been in the clear line to be shot himself. To be shot himself. Now, unless this guy's a marksman, unless he got like some Matrix style bullets where he can shoot from the back and hit him in the front, make it make sense, people. Okay? Make it make sense. Where did he get shot? Where? Because in this stance, the only possible way that he could have gotten shot, or possible areas that he could have got shot, is the back, the shoulder, and the side. Those are the only locations where he could have gotten shot. Okay? Now pay closer attention to something. Okay, that's the first shot, right? Oh shit, let me grab my gun. I forgot. Okay. Here comes another shot. Boom. Alright, so we can't see who is positioned, how they're positioned, who's in front of who, any of that, okay? You can't really tell. But what you can tell is this. All right, so boom, he's still grabbing the gun. Here's the butt of the gun. The muzzle has to be about right there, okay? But as you can see, can you tell that right here in this area is now showing signs of maybe being fake blood? Yeah, you know the fake blood packs that they put on people in crisis situations when they have crisis actors and things like that. You know what I mean? You know, doesn't that look kind of similar to that? I mean, you got a fresh white tee. He's black as night. All right, so you know you can clearly see that that's his head, that's his tee. But what is that right there? Why does it go from white to dark again if he just has a full white tee on? Okay, that. Okay, let me roll a little bit further. Look at it again. Look at that. Look at that. Now you got the butt of the gun. I mean, you got the muzzle of the gun. All right, facing him. Okay, I would be willing to bet my life on it that, given this situation, this guy's hands on the trigger, he could have blown this dude into smithereens, people. Okay, so if that gunshot really came from this shotgun, he would have blew this dude 5 feet from where he stood with that damn shotgun. Okay, miss me with the shock factor. There is no shock factor getting hit with a Mossberg. There is no shock factor. It's pushing your stomach through your back, people. Facts. All right, now look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Blood pack, if you ask me. It's a blood pack. It's a blood pack. It's a blood pack, people. Look. Now it's coming out the back. At this point, he's not shot. I just broke it down to you. The gunshot didn't come from either guns. The gunshot did not come from either guns. At this point, he is not shot. Blood pack. Blood pack. Look how quickly his shirt turned from white to red. From white to red. Look how quickly it turned from white to red. Okay, before I was so rudely interrupted, let's go back to this. All right, so as you can tell, like I said, you can clearly see that the gunshot didn't come from either of these two gentlemen's guns. Okay, so what do we have here? We have the fact that the guy was clearly attacked. I don't care how you try to spin the story or what you want to believe or what you allow them to make you believe. Okay, the evidence shows that the boy attacked the man first. Okay, standing in the middle of the road holding a shotgun is not against the law, people. Yeah, morally it may not be the right thing to do. Yeah, it could lead to bad things happening. But at that moment, nothing that he did was against the law. Nothing. Standing in the street holding a gun is not against the law. Okay? Blood pack. Shotgun barrel. Okay? Let's start it again at the beginning. Okay. Okay. First shot. Okay? Didn't come from either gun. Oh shit, I forgot to grab the gun. Here we go. Second shot. There's no evidence and proof that he got shot, and I don't see anything. People talk to me crazy like, oh, you're so disrespectful. Did you see somebody get shot? I'm disrespectful because I'm asking a question? I didn't see nobody get shot. So I'm wrong for wanting to be proven wrong? Okay. What is that, people? Why is his white t-shirt stained? Make it make sense. Look at the back of his shirt now. Now we just clearly, all right, here we go. Oh, it's a shadow. Okay, so there's a shadow under the tree, in the shade. Okay, he's under the tree, in the shade. Ain't no shadow there. Ain't no shadow there. Ain't no shadow there. Make it make sense. Shadow. Yeah, okay. Blood pack? More like it. So at what point did he get shot? That's what I'm trying to understand. I'm really just having a hard time understanding or being able to see at what point this man got shot. Because I don't see it. I really